A very good morning, students. Let us start off the lesson. P block elements, Unit 2. The topic carbon 14 group elements. Right? The first question, write note about catenation. Describe briefly the catenation property of carbon. Carbon possesses all the properties and forms a wide range of compounds with itself and with other elements such as hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and halogens. Right? So, what are the properties? Point number 1. First, you should know that what is catenation. Catenation is an ability of an element to form chain of atoms. The carbon alone has an ability, right, to form a chain of atoms. Point number 2. The following conditions are necessary for catenation. First condition, valency of element is greater than or equal to 2. The carbon valency is 4, right? So first condition is accepted. Second condition we see, element carbon should have an ability to bond with itself. Carbon is bond with another carbon. It will be continuing, right? So second condition is accepted. Third one, the self bond must be as strong as its bond with other elements. Carbon is bonded with another carbon must be as strong as its bond with other element. For example, carbon, hydrogen, and another one carbon is bonded. So in the hydrocarbon, we can find it. Maybe methane, ethane, right? So ethane, 2 carbon, 6 hydrogen. Carbon bonded with the carbon, that bond is strong with other elements. Carbon with hydrogen, right? Point number 4. Kinetic inertness of catenated compound towards other molecule, right? So these are the 4 conditions carbon has. That's why carbon possesses all the above properties and forms a wide range of compounds with itself and with other elements such as hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and halogens. Let us see the question number 2. Describe briefly allotrophism in p block element with a specific reference to carbon. Carbon exists in many allotrophic forms. Many allotrophic forms, graphite and diamond are the most common allotropes. Other important allotropes are graphene, fullerene, and carbon nanotubes, right? Different forms of carbons are called as allotropic, right? First, we see graphite. The graphite is the most stable allotropic form of carbon at normal temperature and pressure. It is soft and conduct electricity. It is composed of flat two-dimensional sheets of carbon atom, right? So each sheet is a hexagonal net of sp2 hybridized carbon atoms with a carbon bonded with carbon. The bond length 1.41 Armstrong unit. Let us see the diagram of graphite, structure of graphite. It shows us layer form, right? That's why it is given. It is composed of flat two-dimensional sheet of carbon atoms. Each sheet is a hexagonal net, right? So one s orbital combined with two p orbital. That's why sp2 hybridized carbon atom we can find in graphite. Important one word. Here carbon bond length 1.41 Armstrong unit. The fourth point we see, so each carbon atom forms 3 sigma bond with 3 neighboring carbon atom using 3 of its valence electron, right? In the hexagonal, any point you take it, right? Here carbon bonded with 3 carbon, one more electron is bending. There's a fourth electron present. In the unhybridized p orbital forms a pi bond, right? The pi electrons are delocalized over the entire sheet. The delocalized electron is able to conduct electricity, which is responsible for its electrical conductivity. So why graphite conduct electricity means carbon has 4 valency, 3 electrons alone involved in bonding. The fourth electron is delocalized, entire sheet. That electrons, so free electrons, conduct electricity. These successive carbon sheets are held together by weak van der Waals forces. So each sheet composed of hexagonal are held together by weak van der Waals forces. This distance between successive sheet is 3.40 Armstrong unit. Point number 7. It is used as lubricant either on its own or as a graphited oil. It is used as lubricant either on its own or as a graphited oil. So these are the points come under graphite. Next, another allotropic form of carbon. It is diamond, right? Diamond is very hard. The carbon atoms in diamond are sp3 hybridized. Just now we have seen about graphite, that one sp2 hybridized, but a diamond sp3 hybridized and bonded to 4 neighboring carbon atoms by sigma bonds with a carbon, right? The bond length 1.54 Armstrong unit. This result in a tetrahedral arrangement around each carbon atom. In diamond, each carbon is bonded with neighboring 4 carbon. So since all 4 valence electrons of carbon are involved in bonding, there is no free electron for conductivity. So diamond does not conduct electricity because all electrons in the carbon, the valence carbon, involved in a bonding. There is a major difference between diamond and graphite. It is used for sharpening hard tools, cutting glasses, making boards, and rock drilling because diamond is very hard. Next, fullerene, right? Fullerene are newly synthesized allotropes of carbon. It's a third type of carbon allotropic form, fullerene. Unlike graphite and diamond, these allotropes are discrete molecules such as C32, C50, C60, C70, C76, etc. These molecules have cage-like structure like this. It's like a ball, right? The C60 molecules have a soccer ball like structure and it is called Buckminster fullerene or buckyballs, right? The structure is called as buckyballs, right? Point number 4. It has a fused ring structure consists of 26 member rings and 12 5-member rings. Here we can find it hexagonal ring and pentagonal ring. Hexagonal means 6-membered ring, that will be 20, 5-member ring 12, right? It consists of 26-member ring and 12 5-member ring. Point number 5. Each carbon atom is sp2 hybridized and forms 3 sigma bond and a delocalized pi bond giving aromatic character to these molecules, right? So fullerene has sp2 hybridized like graphite. Point number 6. The bond distance between two carbon is 1.44 Armstrong unit and carbon double bond carbon distance 1.38 Armstrong unit. So these are the points comes under fullerene. It is one of the allotropic form of carbon. Next, the fourth allotropic form, carbon nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes recently discovered the allotropes or graphite like tubes with the fullerene ends, right? Have graphite like tubes with the fullerene ends. Point number 2. Along the axis, these nanotubes are stronger than steel and conduct electricity. These nanotubes are stronger than steel and conduct electricity. Point number 3. Uses we see. These have many applications in nanoscale. Electronics, catalysis, polymers and medicine. So these are the points comes under carbon nanotubes. Next, graphene. Graphene. It has a single planar sheet of sp2 hybridized carbon atoms that are densely packed in a honeycomb crystal lattice. It's like honeycomb, right? This also sp2 hybridized carbon. So this one, fifth allotropic form of carbon, graphene. Thank you.